Hello Gemini, and welcome to your Astroflower chakra and aura reading for what's going on the 17th, 18th and 19th, just before your birthday season. There's a big change coming up at that moment there. There seems to be it's almost like the bursting of a boil collectively, where we're under a certain impression that the world is a certain way, and then there seems to be something that happens which basically makes everyone kind of go, wow, well, I didn't see that, and I can't believe I got fooled. Don't get provoked by it. If I was you, I would get more sort of into concentrating on how now that has changed your in your your everyday life, and how you can explore that and push you further into your dreams and your creative side of your life. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick check-in on your energies for the weekend prior to that. That's on the 13th and 14th of May, and then see what the changes are within that. So let's just get in there now. Okay, so there's a connection to the energies. Yeah, there's a... I'd like to say you're growing wings. You're taking flight by the looks of things. That's within your general law. Let's just have a quick look through your chakras. Your root chakra here, very nice, very sturdy, very secure. There's a good bit of give in it as well. So it's, just don't fool yourself in the world. Make sure that give goes all the way through. You seem to be concentrating on your material side of life as well. Very nice. The sacrum is full, but it's not excessive. There's a little bit more on the left-hand side, which has to do with your material side of life, your fundamental desires. Let's just see what's going on in your solar plexus. It's a little bit timid. I think you should have more confidence than you actually give yourself, maybe. There's a certain degree of social aspect going on, but getting passionate about various different things in your life, or different aspects of your life. It could be anything from sort of material or to or your relationship side. Let's just see what's going on here. There is socializing, but to a degree. It's almost like there's a cut-off point, as if to sort of say that there's you're socializing with people, you're having fun, and you just don't want to take it too far too quickly. That's the sort of sensation I'm getting off of the heart, basically. Let's just see what's going on the third eye and the throat chakra. Yeah, it seems to be a bit of calculation within your mind, processing of the information, gradually getting things into line to actually get your fundamental desires, which we find in your sacrum. So it seems to be all pretty much there. Oh, this is where the wings are growing. My word. Okay, there seems to be like a very conscious understanding moment in this week here. Yes, you're going through your autumn period. You're in the last stages of your autumn period. That's the last 3 months before your birthday. And for some of you, it may well be the week before your birthday or the few days before your birthday. But, it's like there seems to be an understanding now that's filtering through to the rest of you. It's going to need some changes within your interaction with life, with everybody around you. But in general, that's sort of like flowing through. That understanding is gradually making its way through the rest of the body. Let's just see what's going on the from the 17th to the 19th now. This is of May. And we can already feel on the root chakra, it's really a lot more sort of, it's much more sort of poignant. It's obvious, and it's so, it's collectively, as I say, Okay, there seems to be also sort of a point of no return, and there also is a that consciousness that's breaking through the rest of you is now getting some weight in a way in how to deal with the new world, as it were, or this new way of being, or this not new way of being, or this new understanding, basically. Let's just see what's going on with the root chakra here. Okay, so the root chakra here is your earthing, but in multitude of ways. So it's like a spread root rather than a tap root, and this is where you're grounding yourself in realities that are around you, which is good. But they're multitudes of different realities, and not dependent upon one, but dependent upon a multitude. And through this understanding, it's really spreading wide. So basically, through this understanding where we may have grown up thinking that the moon was made of rock and stuff like that, it turns out it was actually made of cheddar cheese, that sort of thing. Really fundamental things, and we've been sort of and the authorities knew about this, and they didn't bother telling us. They were, it's like there's been, we've been coerced into a certain way of being, and all of a sudden it's just like something's happened where we kind of went, really? And it may make everybody, a lot of people angry, but I would not get into that anger. Do not buy into that anger. Buy into sort of take that situation, kind of go, okay, in that case, and that I'm going to live life differently. Now I have that information in hand. And this is sort of like grounding yourself in the general realities that are around you. So that's also relationships as much as sort of material world, jobs, business, and etc. This could also be in the habitual stuff that you do on a daily basis, say like shopping, going to shops, speaking to your neighbors and everything like that. There's a lot of things that are going on there. Let's see what's going on the sorry, I just jumped far too ahead. Let me just go. I was going straight into the solar plexus. It's calling me, really is calling me. And there's a real, you have to be careful of that anger. Gemini, you're based upon fairness and stuff like that, which is really nice. And it may trigger you a little bit. So be very careful of that. Let's just see what's going on the sacrum. The sacrum's really sort of calmed down. I think this is because the individual desire or the individual fundamentals is almost put on hold or pause in a way. It's not like it's forgotten or stopped, but it's on pause, and it's just why we have to deal with this situation. As I say, with the solar plexus, it's really fired up. So you can use that passion in order to create that new reality that is around you. And the heart is going into it's now talking about your heart's desires. It's now sort of saying, with this new information, I'm going to live this, and I'm going to listen to you less. I'm going to follow my heart a lot more than I'm going to follow anything else. But it's a heart that's come out of a logical sort of, I enjoy this, therefore I'm going to do this. It's a logical heart. It's not like a whimsical heart in a way. It's really shaped nicely and positioned like a lot of the signs. Let's just see what's going on the third eye and the throat chakra. That, like the sacrum, is taking time out. So there's almost a lot less mental activity. Not so much in the communication, but much more in the way of doing, as it were. Let's just go on to your crown chakra here. That's still very heavy, but it's almost as if that consciousness that's been overflowing from the week before has, not that it's come to an end, but it's like there was a bit of a shock that broke one of the levees and then allowed the water through. Allowed the emotions through, allowed the consciousness through, and that levee has now been put into place, and it's restocking with new consciousness about the situation. But it's definitely building up to a breaking point, but not at the moment. And I mean breaking point as in like there's realizations within you that I'm that case. If the world is like that, in that case, I'm going to do that. And that's what's sort of feeding through you. The energy itself is feeding into your root chakra. So I would get into grounding yourself with lots of people that are around you, lots of activities that are habitual, everyday sort of activities within the world around you. We do have your weeklies coming up as well on Saturday. So you'll be able to sort of see how that plays out in that week. I'm really looking forward to doing them. I'm also going to be doing on Monday, the 15th and 16th of next week. I'm going to be doing a reading on the collective and all signs timestamps for the 17th, 18th and 19th, just to see what's going on and see if we can pull any sort of information about what exactly is coming down the line to us. Okay. So I will also be doing the live readings over at Readingthis Tarot, which you can find linked in the description below for Victoria's site. We'll be able to answer your questions through tarot, through chakras, through aura reading, etc. And if you want to join and be part of that, get over to Readingthis Tarot and subscribe over there, so then we can really do some good stuff, have some good chats and answer some really good questions. There you go, Gemini. Thank you very much for being there. I will see you for your weeklies. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.